Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
So, welcome to another video. We are going to be doing a Q&A. So we said on our story earlier on in the week that we were going to be doing a Q&A over the weekend. Thank you.
But first, cheers.
So, we've had a few questions through, so we're going to be answering them as best as we can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll read the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first question. How long have you been together? I'm guessing that's me and us.
I would presume.
Yeah. So, it's been like 2 years, 2.5?
Just over 2.5 years. So we started going out on the 6th of April 2018.
Yeah. That's when it was official.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still quite a new relationship, but it has felt a lot longer.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Okay, so second question. What started Truist? So we kind of, ever since we got together, we wanted to do something that incorporated both of our loves and our passions. So I think throughout lockdown, really, we started posting and creating content, and our friend helped us come up with the name Truist because we thought it was funny that it kind of rhymed with Lewis.
Truist with Erin and Lewis. That was
So,
the idea.
Yeah, so we just kind of came together and thought we'd
Do something with our lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Hopefully I'll have a lot more fun videos planned. Alright, next question was asked, what do you struggle with in training? I'd say my main struggle is not actually the training part, but it's the eating part. It's still to do with training, really.
I think I struggle when I'm training. My boobs tend to get in the way, especially with log, because you can't really get the log to roll over. I mean, it sits on top very well, but it's kind of, they get in the way.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find a good sports bra.
But my main struggles are, I'd probably say I like to push it too hard, but then I'm too sore to do anything else for the rest of the week. But it's really hard to like tone it down and just go light for a day, because I always just want to push as heavy as I can on a day, but it takes a big toll on your body, which isn't fun. But I have learned to, you know, tone it down a bit, because you will start to get injuries that way, and that's no fun.
Okay, so what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? Shall I go first?
I can't think of anything embarrassing.
No? Nothing?
What, in training wise?
Just anything?
There was embarrassing time on holiday once. I was in, I think I went to go to the toilet in a McDonald's. It was in a disabled toilet, because I think it was the only one that was free, and nothing embarrassing happened whilst going to the toilet, that was fine. It was when I was coming out, the door opened, and an old man walked in with his head down, didn't see I was in there, and he shut the door behind him and locked the door whilst I was standing right behind him.
That's so, did you not say anything?
I said, excuse me, sorry. And I quickly unlocked the door and ran out.
That's embarrassing.
That was really awkward.
I think that tops mine.
But it's not, yeah, it was more awkward than embarrassing.
Jeez.
Really, really awkward.
That's always like the worst nightmare when you're going to toilets in public places, is people walking in.
Yeah. I don't know how he came in. I must have not locked it.
That's bad.
Yeah. What was yours then?
So I think my most embarrassing thing was actually during training. I mean, I've had a lot of embarrassing things happen to me. Like, if you ask any of my friends, I just do embarrassing things. But I think the most embarrassing thing was when I was doing a super heavy deadlift and it was coming to the end of our 12-week guide, and I was in the middle of, I think it was a set 3, and on the second set I threw up whilst I was just lifting, and Lewis didn't even notice, and I put it down and I was like, oh no, and he was like, just keep going, you're doing so well, and I was like, I've just been sick, and he was like, what? And then I like quickly did my last set, and then I literally just like vomited and all. So that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, have you had any bad injuries through lifting / how do you avoid it?
I've only had aches and niggles. Probably the worst pains I've had are like bad shin splints, and that's through like doing heavy yoke or just things like that, moving with a lot of weight where my body's just not used to it. So to avoid it, you just have to like go slowly to start with, as in don't throw loads of weight on, just jump up slowly each week. Even if you feel strong enough to do it, which I did, I felt strong to lift more, but my body can't handle it yet. So I think that's what you want to do to avoid injuries, is progress slowly. Don't just jump to big things, really.
Yeah.
What are you, any injuries?
No, like bad injuries. I've had a really bad back kind of ever since I hit my 20s. I think it's just like I have a tilted hip, tilted pelvis that like my sides just kind of compensate for when it goes bad, and sometimes I overextend my knees, so I have a lot of kind of physio sessions to help that. And I think just before our comp in, what was it, September?
Yeah.
Just before our comp in September, my back went and I was in so much pain, but luckily I went to go see a physio, Annie, who's amazing, and she just like, she taped me up, she fixed me, she made it so much better. But yeah, just kind of back injuries, really.
That's a lot of posture as well, isn't it? So
yeah, I do have bad posture,
but
especially it's like I have a job where I'm at a desk kind of 9 to 5, so it's hard to kind of, you have to get up at intervals and make sure you're sitting in the correct place with your arms in the correct place.
It's also learning to do the techniques with good posture as well. Because when you get tired, that's when you can start getting injured.
Yeah, you lose your form and then it's just not great. Yeah. Next one's a bit personal. Have you had any big arguments? / do you guys ever fall out? I wouldn't say we've had any big arguments.
No big ones, just bickering.
Yeah, just I think it's healthy to bicker.
It's like
I
if
think if you don't bicker, it's a bit weird.
If I'm moody through eating, or if she's
me.
moody, then
it's usually me that's the
then
moody
I
one.
might start laughing, and then
I'm like, why are you laughing? Don't laugh.
yeah, but I can't help it. I have to laugh if someone's
situation.
in a
Oh,
mood.
it's raining. Right, we have these pictures. What's your biggest fear? My biggest fear is flying. Absolutely hate it. I'll try and put a video up where I cry on my flight. My friends think it's absolutely hilarious, but it does scare the shit out of me. Which is really hard because I do want to go travel and things, but I'm just like, I'd rather drive.
You do feel like you're gonna die. You're gonna crash. You're gonna die.
I do feel like that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Not big fears, but I do. There's a lot of things I don't like. I don't like spiders. Things like
Yeah, so
that.
I have to go clear them up.
No.
Yeah.
I have done it once or twice, but just don't like them. I don't want to touch them or look at them. They're horrible. They're horrible things.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I'm not really too scared. Scared of failing.
Yeah, that's always. Who are your celeb crushes? Well, Lewis is Margot Robbie.
No.
He's absolutely fucking obsessed.
I'm not obsessed.
You are obsessed.
I haven't mentioned her this week.
This week.
So. No, she's just cool because of the film she's done, like the Harley Quinn
Yeah.
and like Wolf of Wall Street, obviously. And, yeah. What about yours?
I don't really have like a specific crush.
You mention those guys every day.
Shut up.
Chris Hemsworth.
Okay, Chris Hemsworth's there. Yeah. No, Zac Efron, Channing Tatum, Harry Styles. What do you typically eat in a day? I'd say that kind of varies for us. Usually we'll have a shake in the morning just because it gets our nutrients and our protein in. But I think throughout the day I'll tend to have something that's like got a protein, a bit of carb and some vegetables. We're actually pescatarian, but for pescatarians we do not eat that much vegetables. That many vegetables.
Right. More carbs, really.
But we do have, like, I try and cook my food instead of buying it like ready-made, because then I know what goes into it and it's a bit healthier. Lewis usually has double what I have, unless I'm like really hungry, and then I tend to have the same amount of
I mean, I am a
no regrets.
I'm a bad eater. I can't eat really at all. So I do really struggle. So I try to eat something that's high in calories. So if I eat something low in calories, I'll still get full. So it's like a waste. So it is tough, but I try to eat whatever I can that's high in calories.
Yeah.
However I can.
Lots of donuts and cookies, so when I'm trying to eat really healthy, it's really difficult. Okay, who do you idolize? Do you want to go first?
I mean, with what I like to do, most strong men I would definitely idolise.
Who's your favourite?
I can't say a favourite.
No.
I don't have a favourite as such.
Well, you idolise all of them.
I idolise all strong men, to be honest, because what they have to do to be at the top level of their game is crazy, because everyone just sees them at the competition, but they don't see behind it with the eating, like constantly,
Yeah.
and the recovery. It's just crazy, and it's just so much work goes into it. But to be honest, any top athlete I appreciate and would idolise really. So no certain names, just everyone up top level really.
Yeah.
What are you?
Well, I mean, obviously I don't want to name names, because I can appreciate all athletes because of the hard work that they put into it. But I do really like Hannah Oberg. I think she's super cool, and she's just like such goals. And probably tier 2B as well.
The CrossFitters.
Donna
you
Moore,
like,
she's insane. Yeah, I do like a lot of CrossFitters.
like Steffi.
Yeah, Steffi is so cool.
She is.
Her
cool.
body's insane. Yeah, so cool. Yeah. What are your goals?
Or in training or in life?
General, but I think our goals are quite similar.
Be the best we can.
Yeah.
Well, with Arturus, we do want to make it big, really. There's no lies about that.
Yeah, like we want to help people more. We want to put out more content for people to kind of enjoy and work out along with us. Like, it's not just our journey; it's our journey helping you and also ourselves.
Yeah, we just want to be big time movie stars. No, and I do want to goals with like training. I just want to get as strong as I can, possibly. Just hit some real big numbers in the gym, and I just want to keep competing really. Like, I don't care where I come really. I do want to place on some comps, but I just want to keep doing it and keep enjoying it really. Because I know I'm never going to be the best, but I just want to give it my all really.
Yeah, I think I'm probably the same. I also kind of want to get a bit more toned and kind of lose a bit of the fat and be probably more muscle than the fat.
You just want to tone up.
I just wanted to. I just like.
You want to
I
look good.
I don't want to be a specific weight, but I want to be at a like, I'm happy with myself. Don't get me wrong. I love my body, but there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, definitely. For everyone.
But again, appreciate your bodies because they do a lot for you,
Yeah.
and it's hard to actually do that.
Definitely.
Do you have any comps coming up? Well, you did.
Yeah, we did at the end of November, but obviously, I don't know if you've heard, but we are going in lockdown.
On Thursday.
So it's been postponed to the end of Jan, which gives us just more time to get stronger really. So
Yeah.
it's not bad news, we can just get really strong for it.
Yeah.
But that's the only one we've got coming up. Hopefully next year things are more normal and we can do a lot more really.
Yeah.
Is that all the questions?
There's one more.
What's the last?
Who wears the trousers? Now Lewis will try and tell you it's him, but I think it's me.
No, come on, it is me. You know.
It's me, obviously.
Why? Why
It's
would you
just
think
me.
that? So, with that question, I do wear the trousers in that relationship.
I think we're pretty equal.
We're equal in humans level, but I definitely wear the trousers.
I actually have a question. What's your biggest regret?
Biggest regret? Probably not training properly when I first started training.
So am I.
Is that what you would say?
Yeah.
Because
Definitely.
I would never do squats or legs or anything because I do them once and I can't walk for a week, so I feel there's no point. So I'd only stick to the show muscles like chest and thighs. But I just wish I started with the main basic compound lifts.
Yeah, because you could be a lot well, I could definitely be a lot better than I am now if I had started when I first started going to the gym at 16.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I wish I just learned to like eat better as well, because back then I didn't eat a thing. I had a bit of dust, and that was it. Really.
Paula's gonna hate that.
No, she knows. Like, she tried to feed me, I just couldn't eat. I just didn't like eating, and I still struggle to eat.
Whereas I eat too much and I can't stop, and I have this obsession with eating. I used to be a pretty chunky kid, and I would say I'm probably quite chunky.
You're strong.
Kind of fit, kind of fat. Yeah. So that's the end of our Q&A, or True&A.
True&A with Tourist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hope you like our video. If you do, please give it a like and subscribe. It really helps us kind of do more videos and motivates us daily.
Yeah. Next time I have to do this in like a cold tub.
I don't think I want to do it in a cold tub.
This is
tonight.
just so hot.
I'm a bit hot.
I'm struggling.
But I think I'd struggle if I was in cold as well.
I know, but then we'd get them quicker than this, I think.
Could get good views.
Yeah. If you want to see us do Q&As in random places.
Then comment, even though no one comments because we don't have any followers.
Yeah. But we like to think that you guys will think of a comment.
But yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And see you next time we do a video, whenever.
Who knows?
We'll see.
If we have more subscribers, we would do more videos more often.
That's how it works.
Maybe lockdown will get a bit more motivated.
Yeah, we'll get more content now.